In the last episode, we started learning how to be a planet, and we've created forests and mountains and deserts and all kinds of stuff with the help of our giants. So let's have a deja vu about waking up in a dry and barren wasteland, and let's play Reus. I should stop that greeting because I have to say the name every time. I'm quite sure I butcher it every time I say it. Anyway, well done, you sense a change. So when we last left off, we sensed the change. Somewhere in a cave, something small has awakened. Not awoken. Awakened, okay. You sense a new spark of life flowing through your core, and it seems your forest giant has gained a new ability. Yes, it has. It has learned fruit plants. Now this is actually kind of vital, the placement of things. Because depending on where I place it, we will create a village, or not. So if I place it here, the village will always be on this side because it can't exist in this tiny space. So let's place them here. Forest, right? Oh, there you are. I can give him a new task while he's busy because the animation has to finish. I think, can I actually... No, I can't make that any deeper. So I can't tell the ocean giant to go here again. I can tell him to make a new ocean, or to extend the ocean, like doing that. Okay, so we have created blueberries. And there's the nomad. I hope you can see him here. That's the nomad. He will create a town, Lush Town. What a wonderful name for a town. I should have called my banished town that way. Use the forest giants, so we have that. As soon as the humans settle, all their thoughts and feelings flow back into you. It would be wise to learn as much from these humans as you can. Okay. Click on a village to see the borders. Yeah, you can also see the borders by those towers here. Villagers always place those on their borders. Each end is also marked with a bunk or a buoy. If you have, if the borders are, like if the village had been on this side, they would have placed buoys here. Okay, placing plants, animals, and minerals within the village borders will generate resources. Villagers want to grow by using food, wealth, and technology provided by you. That is the planet. Oh, bless you. I like the idle animations too. So, they apparently have 5 food. You can tap control to cycle through the additional info about what the patches are currently producing. So let's do that. We have this, which is wilderness. We have this, which is health, attack, value, and happiness of a village. We have this, which is nothing. And we're back to that. I prefer this because it tells you most of what you need later on. The blueberry is providing 5 food, so the maximum food for the villagers, maximum food the villagers can use is 5, and you see the number climbs slowly up to that amount. So okay, we have that. We can also click the blueberry here. It has a symbiosis ability, which happens if it is next to an apple tree, dandelion, or strawberry. Now those are all fruits, and we'll learn how to make those later on. Learn about villages. The resources can be viewed by selecting the village. We've done that. And viewing the village panel in the upper right corner. That's where most of the panels are. Alternatively, you can tap control to see the numbers below the village. We've done that already. You can see how much food is being used, which is before the slash. That's here. And how much food there is available within the borders. The number after the slash. Place some more fruit plants within the borders and see how it affects the village. Let's place one right here. You see it grew there, and now they have boys. Once they reach certain amounts of wealth, you get that. And by the way, there is... You actually see a bit of growth here later. Okay, next. You can also see in the village panel that these 2 blueberries are now generating 10 food. This will eventually lead to 10 food being put in use. Raise the food in use. You can always speed things up by adding extra resources. The bigger the difference between food in use and the food in borders is, the faster the food in use will grow. So basically the more I provide, the faster it goes up. See if you can raise a food above 12 using the fruit plant ability. That shouldn't be a big deal because we can make 15. Now there's one thing you need to know about this, and we'll... and now we get that here. It's slowly growing. Slowly growing is good in this case. We will very soon not want things to grow slow, and that's when the game gets really tricky. So it's not just a sandbox, not a sand planet, it's more than that. And it really gets tricky. Now, I could actually... yeah, let's give him... I can't... oh, now I can. Oh yeah, the abilities have a cooldown as well. I also can't place fruit in the sea. Let's give him 20, so it's it grows a bit quicker to about above 12. I can also place things in the sea, mostly animals, because it's more of a fantasy setting, or more of a medieval-ish setting. So people can't do deep sea mining. They can build boats though, quite well. Okay, we've done that. Well done, it's growing and the people are gaining knowledge. They have started building something of their own. Ooh, intrigue. They have started building something. The village has started building a granary, and they need your help. Of course they do. Building the granary project has allowed the villagers to gain a specialization. So that's that. They want 20 food in use. Okay. So, that. This specialization requires minerals to provide its boost. Does it now? Oh yes, it does. Your giants lack the skill to create these minerals. Completing the project could help remedy this. Okay. Hint, hint. Above the specialization tab, you will see the project's objectives. Now, those are what we need. Okay, so this requires the food in use to be completed. Now, we actually get to 20 very soon, hopefully. This will be no easy task. Luckily, it seems the ocean... oh, okay. He now has a new ability. We can now also create animals. Now, what you can do is you can actually create them in the sea. I don't know why it shows this exclamation mark. Because it's perfectly fine. It's working perfectly fine. And there we go. There be fish now. Now, of course, those won't give me anything, at least not right now, because actually they do seem to affect this, which is kind of weird. But yeah, now we are getting places. Something I have to say is that those are usually on a time limit, and that's when things get tricky, because you don't want resources to grow too fast, for reasons we will see, I think, in the next level, or the next tutorial. Oh yeah, see here, you have a pretty generous time limit of 998 minutes. They are generally shorter than that, and if you have to go to a ridiculous amount of wealth within a very, very, very short time, you will end up with a problem. Okay, we have finished a project, and now we gain an ambassador. Oh, I have to plant animals here. Let's do that. Actually, no, let's override those blueberries here. I don't like those. Now, something we should have used is this, because chicken give more food if blueberry are in range. So, if I place the blueberry here... oh, actually, no. If I place the blueberry... oh, it's locked now. Well, thank you for that. So yeah, that is the range of this thing, and if I place the chicken here, it would have gained +6 food, because there would be 2 blueberries. Oh no, it would only gain... I think it would only gain 3. I'm not sure though. We'll see very soon. Okay, now animals have an area of effect, and click the animals to view their range light up underneath. We did that already. Click on a patch of chickens to view their statistics. In the upper right corner of the screen in the patch panel, do you notice the symbiosis listed? Placing chickens near blueberries will create symbiosis for the chickens, and allow them to generate much more food. All animals, plants and minerals have separate symbiosis. That's important. That's actually a very vital part of the game. We did that. See if we can use that to do that. We've done that. We've finished that. I'm way out of your tutorial. Excellent. Because of your positive influence, the villagers have decreed their ambassador to join you. They live in a freaking tent and they have an ambassador. The ambassador wishes to climb upon the shoulders of your giants and increase their strength. Ah, okay. So that's upgrading, and there is the rock giant. That was very discreetly hinted towards. The rock giant has reawoken, but is in need of a new ability. Is he now? So we'll have to send the rock giant to pick up the ambassador. Actually can't. Oh, I could also do it with this guy, but for now we'll do it with him. You will usually gain an ability when you pick up ambassadors. We'll actually see that here very soon. Yeah, exotic aspect, for example, unlocks with the forest ambassador, desert ambassador, and so on. So each village has its own projects, and each village will send their own ambassador, and you kind of have to see which giant gets which, because this guy can't receive another ambassador until everybody else has one as well. Okay, so we've done that. We've picked up the ambassador. Now he's on the head of the giant. Must be kind of nice there. Well done. The ambassador spirit has unlocked new abilities within the rock giant. Select the patch for the granary to view the specialization. We've seen that already. We gain 15 food for each mineral within borders. Specializations, it's a horrible word, are an improved form of symbiosis. This specialization allows the village to gain extra food from minerals placed by the rock giant. Place some minerals within the village border and view the to boost their resources. Be careful not to break any symbiosis. We do not have any symbiosis. So let's place minerals right over here so we don't break anything. Boom. There we go. Now we have created a gate. I don't know. Place some mineral. Oh, we did that. Why do I keep doing that? Check the projects. Yeah, I know they have gained a crap load of food, and now you see it actually grows a bit fast. You have two arrows here, growing safe and fast. There is still life. The village has grown and developed since you awakened, but you sense there is still life roaming your surface, hoping to find a place to settle. Create a desert. Now we know that we need 13 patches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. Build me a desert, rock giant. So raise a patch of desert of 10 patches using the rock giant's raise mountain ability. Be sure to do it as far away from the any forest or ocean as possible. Now, obviously, we wouldn't want to do it here because then he'd have to walk all the way over here. But this should actually do. I hope it will do. It does. Aha, nice. So we have created 2 deserts, so we're overshooting vastly. Use the ocean giant's domestic animal ability to place some animals within the larger desert. Oh, we want to put them right over here, I think. Actually, I want to place them here. Yeah, let's put them here. Oh no, let's put them here. Just to be on the safe side. Make sure there's enough desert for the village to settle on, yeah. So, as you've seen here, I think that was the first... Or was that the first patch we created? I don't know. Now, the thing is, those villages will eventually have their borders meet, and then they can't grow any further. So that's something you have to keep in mind when you place things. And now we get another villager. At least we should. There we go, he goes that way, which is not quite the way I wanted him to go. I should have probably placed the village on the other side anyway. We have now settled Warcliff. That's a peaceful name. Excellent, the new village has settled in the desert. You said it will start a new project soon. Yeah, they always do that. They always do that. There we go. So, specializations activated when a project starts being built. Shut up. Be sure to always check the specialization when a new project starts. Yeah, I'm on it. We get a shrine. +5 food for each animal within borders. Okay. And we need a lot of wealth in use as well. The kangaroos generate 1 food for each patch in their range. The specialization provides an extra 5 food for each animal. That is great. It seems this project also requires wealth. Use the rock giant's precious minerals ability within the desert village borders to create and do that. They also get +2 food as mineral if a mineral is within range. So let's do that here. And maybe one more here. Oh, we don't need that. The quartz will you create only generates 10 wealth. This will slowly lead to 10 wealth in use. We can increase this by making sure the villagers activate the mineral. Okay, click on that and see how we can activate it. Activate symbiote. Oh, it's inactive right now. With 5 wealth in use. Well, it'll reach that anyway. Raise the wealth in use above 5 to activate a quartz. Placing a second quartz may assist you in this. Yeah, it will probably. So let's place another quartz. Let's do that. Okay. It's kind of late, by the way. So we've done that. And well done, your quartzes are now activated. These quartzes will now also have a symbiosis, which will give even more wealth. It can give even more wealth if I want them to. Because I make him gain tech. I know, I can only give him wealth because another quartz will give wealth. I could have also placed them next to each other, then they would have given me even more wealth now. Not sure I wanted that. This is active anyway, so that's fine. Oh look, there's a little miner down here now. Let's continue improving the village until it can finish its project. It should be able to, actually. So we'll just have to wait for the food to climb up. Now later on we'd use that time to basically get another village up and get another project running and finish that and help villagers with that and maybe even settle disputes in another village and so on. You generally don't have much downtime in this game. At least, especially not later on when the projects get bigger and more demanding and you have to meet very, very strict time limits. Excellent work. You have performed admirably. The humans have strengthened your core, and you have learned about villages, resource specializations, and symbiosis. The time for slumber has once again come upon you, and you hope the humans will survive until the next era dawns. You can now go to try and lead the humans to different developments in an era game. The developments can unlock new plants, animals, or minerals, and progress you through the game. There's also a third beginning to learn about greed, transmutations, and danger. If you're having any difficulties, you can always select the third beginning in the game select menu. Click to continue and view all the developments you've achieved during this game. Now, we will, of course, go into the third tutorial, because I think those are pretty well done, although a bit slow sometimes. So we've done that, and with that, I will break off the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye!